Now boxing out of Luton, Daryl Tafuma. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner. Wearing the black and silver shorts, he weighed in at 9 stone and 6 pounds. He comes to the ring with an undefeated record, 1 win and 1 draw from 2 contests. Boxing out of Liverpool, Safi Siddiqui.
So here we go, just the 3rd outing for Safi Siddiqui, who goes by the Afghan Assassin, based here in Liverpool now, fighting out of the Golden Gloves gym with coach Wayne Smith, who says everybody in the gym has taken him right into their hearts. He does have an incredible story, everything that he's been through to pursue his dream of boxing, and here he is fighting in his adopted city of Liverpool. Marcel Braithwaite alongside me, the British and Commonwealth champion. What an atmosphere we've got in here, but first, what a story, Safi Siddiqui, already.
Yeah, he's come a long way already just to be here. I mean, testament to his heart. The guy's walked from Afghanistan to Italy, amongst other places. He's come a really long way, all in pursuit of his dream to box.
Well, his dad was a boxer, that's who got him into boxing originally, and during his time in Greece, Siddiqui did become 3-time national Greek champion, so he's got a bit of amateur experience. He does, you might have noticed there, have the Olympic rings tattooed on his torso. That was his ultimate dream. Wasn't to be, but here he is pursuing his dream in the pros. Wayne Smith says feels like he's taken on an extra son, which of course, Marcel, is boxing at its best. There's a place for everybody, for them to grow and thrive and develop.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he hasn't given up on his dream. He's in the gym every day working hard. I work hard alongside him, and he's enjoying it. I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table here.
It's interesting, this one, because this is a repeat against Tafumi. This was a draw at Bowlers in Manchester last September, so he'll be looking to build on that. What do you make of the opening couple of moments?
Yeah, I think they're showing good awareness, both just figuring out the range at the minute, just touching with a few shots, looking for the openings, and hopefully it picks up a bit more.
How difficult is it when you face a sort of repeat opponent, whether you've won, lost or drawn, when you're that bit more familiar with each other? How does it impact you?
I think it can be tricky at times. You think you know a fighter, and they might come in and present something different to what you thought you knew. So that could throw you off, or you could be spot on, and you could be right on the money. And if that's the case, it's going to be an easier night.
Just 40 seconds remaining in this opening round. It's been a fairly feeling out round, would you say, Marcel, from both fighters, this one?
Yeah, tentative. I'd say they're both just measuring, having a look, and hopefully they start letting the hands go.
Fell a little bit short with that overhand right there, Siddiqui. He'll need to bring his feet in a little bit more before he can set up for that backhand, but he's working well behind the jab, Marcel, trying to set things up.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking calculated, looking quite relaxed. I think he should just let his hands go a bit more, but we'll see in the next round if he does so.
Well, it's difficult kicking off the show, isn't it, being on first when the atmosphere hasn't quite taken off yet, of course, and everybody's just making their way in. But also, there's an element of nerves, but he did look quite relaxed in there.
Yeah, he did. I think it's all part of the journey, starting off at the start of the shows, opening the shows. I think that's part of the journey before you can go up the ladder and get to your main events and title fights and stuff. So yeah, it's a big step on this journey.
Scheduled for 4 threes, this one. In the featherweight division, £126. And whenever you hear interviews with Safi Siddiqui, he's a very, very happy man, which you would expect given everything that he's been through, to even have the chance to pursue his boxing dream. We're looking through some of the replays here, Marcel. What impresses you about his work so far?
He's just being very calculated. I think he could let his hands go more. I think he's seeing the shots. Just a slight bit of hesitation, but hopefully he lets them go this round and it's a bit more entertaining.
Well, both fighters been back to the corner, taking on instructions from their respective coaches, fighting out of the Golden Gloves gym. Wayne Smith in his corner, who, as I said, everybody in the gym has really taken to Sadiki. We've all fallen in love with him, and when you interview him, you won't get a happier man to be talking about boxing as he goes to work here. He has gone up the gears here, Marcel.
Yeah, he's starting to let the hands go a bit more. Both men look well prepared, and he looks like he's looking to apply the pressure now.
He's switching stance as well. Do you think that's working for him?
Yeah, I think he's finding some openings here. He's finding a few openings.
Well, he's certainly pushing Tapfuma back now. He's applying the pressure, putting his combinations together, sustaining the pressure as well. He's upped his work rate. Got to be aware though, as he ships an overhand right from Tapfuma.
Yeah, he's just touching. I think he's looking to assert himself a bit more this round by the looks of things.
Just needs to bring his feet in slightly more, Marcel, you feel. Starting his attacks from a little bit too far out at times, but once he gets himself within range, he's letting his hands go more than we saw in the opening round.
Yeah, I think he's a bit more eager this round, as you say, just needs to push his feet in a bit more as he lets his hands go. Nice body shot there.
He's not rushing his work, Sadiki, either. When he's having success, he's, as you say, staying defensively astute as well, which of course is important. Don't want to just let your hands go recklessly. Doing a good job of stepping to his man here. He's working the angles as well, Marcel. You can see they've been working on that in the gym, and he's really trying to apply it here as well.
Yeah, he's getting in, changing the angles, shifting to the sides, looking to let his hands go.
Nice uppercut there. Good variety of shots from Sadiki as he switches his stance to the southpaw, back to orthodox. Keeping Tapfuma guessing, who finds himself backed up to the ropes here. Can Sadiki capitalise on this position? Steps to him again. He's done a good job of cutting the ring off here, Marcel.
Yeah, he's being a bit more assertive this round. He's applying pressure steadily, but still staying quite conserved and compact. Just as I say that, he starts to dance around now, gets light on his feet.
30 seconds to go in this second round, just showing the judges that he's got a bit of nifty footwork on the back foot, Sadiki. Tapfuma choosing not to press too much though. Nice jab from Sadiki. In and out, quickened up his feet here as we come to the opening 10 of this second round.
Yeah, he started to look a lot more loose there towards the end.
Looks like he's building in confidence, and you see a little bit of a shuffle from Sadiki, putting on a little bit of a show for the fans, Marcel.
Yeah, a little bit of fancy footwork there with the Ali shuffle at the end of the round.
Well, we've got an incredible night of boxing coming up here. I'll tell you more about that in a moment, but talk us through this replay here. What do you think he does well when he's got Tapfuma up on the ropes, and what might he need to do better, Marcel?
I think he's doing well to shift his position. He's shifting his weight, coming round the sides. I think when he does, he could just dip and dig the shots in a bit more. I think when he makes that angle, just dip them shots in a bit more spite.
We've got some really exciting boxing on the way. Top local prospects, and then an incredible headliner, Conor Butler and Jay Harris, putting everything on the line. The British, Commonwealth and European titles on the line in your headline bout this evening. But we're into the third round now. They're scheduled for 4 threes in the featherweight division. Safi Sadiki really stepped it up and went through the gears in the second round. Let's see what he brings in this one, as he's just slowly walking his man down. This trigger, he's trying to get Tapfuma to throw, isn't he, to create the openings, but good work again on the ropes.
I think he's making him react a bit more, using his feints, using his jab more so.
Even putting his hands behind his back there just to keep Tapfuma guessing, and just trying to get him to, which Tapfuma responds with a little move of his own. Just both trying to trigger one another to create the openings here. This one's opened up a little bit in the opening stages of this third round, Marcel.
Yeah, it has. I think he's trying to draw a few openings, draw some moves out of him. But he's got to stay switched on at the same time. Tafuma does look dangerous at times when he lets that right hand go.
Well, he was just in front of us on the ropes there from our commentary position, and he's talking to us. I can't hear what I'm saying because we've got headphones on, Marcel, so I do hope it's pleasant, and maybe he's praising us, but maybe not, who knows. But he's back against the ropes either way as Sadiki continues his work. Nice defensive movements from Tafuma.
Yeah, hopefully he's saying good things. I'm not sure what he said, but
Used to fighters talking to boxers, but not so much to the commentary team. But there we have it. He's back on his bike now. His coach in Tafuma's corner encouraging him to get on his bike. Finds himself up against the ropes again though as Sadiki pins him back. Overhand right, not quite landing cleanly. Could have been a big shot potentially there, Marcel.
Yeah, he's steady with the pressure. As I say, I think he needs to stay switched on as Tafuma is looking for that big overhand as he's coming in. But Safi stays applying this pressure.
You can really tell that he's looking to change the angles. He's deliberately looking for that, isn't he? Especially when he's up close and he's got him against the ropes. He's changing his stance, changing the angles, just trying to find a way through as he ships a flailing jab there from Tafuma with that low guard as he tries to draw Sadiki on, turns his stance and changes stance himself, just catches him with that lead left hand.
Yeah, he tends to change that angle when he closes the range, goes from mid to short range and likes to change the angle. Wonder if he can capitalise with it now.
Been a busy opening bout this, Marcel, as well, and it's good to get the crowd warmed up obviously for what's to come, and good to see these two putting in a competitive bout for the opening one this evening.
It is, yeah, it is. It's competitive, and yeah, looks to be a good night of boxing. Hopefully this one carries on in this fashion.
You feel that perhaps the difference here, Marcel, I don't want to speak out of turn for Sadiki because I think he's done really well, but I don't see Tafuma respecting any power here, and perhaps that's what's preventing him from being able to put him in real danger here.
Yeah, I think it'd do him good to assert himself a bit more, let him feel some power, let him know that he can hit, so that he doesn't grow in confidence.
We see here on the replays when he does back Tafuma up, just unable to really impose himself upon him, maybe lacking a little bit of that power, which will come as he develops and he gains in experience, both technically and physically. It'll grow into that, but not quite able to make Tafuma respect his power just yet. But good shot selection, he's mixing up the variety, and let's see what's in store in this fourth and final round.
Tafuma defence looking quite compact.
He's very comfortable in there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very comfortable, just letting Safi come in and just taking a back foot, leaning on the ropes, taking shots on the arms.
21 bouts Tafuma, his record 3-15-3, one of those draws coming against the man in front of him now, who goes to work again with him up against the ropes, working the body, coming up to the head, but Tafuma replying with big shots of his own when he's able to free his hands, catching Sadiki. He'll just need to be a little bit careful as he marauds forward. Sustained attack up against the rope, straight back behind the jab. Sadiki changes his stance again, back into the orthodox position, down to the body, back up to the head. This is good work from Sadiki.
Good exchanges here. It's burst into action in this fourth round. It was a
blistering start to the final round, wasn't it?
Definitely.
Good shot from Tafuma as he catches him with that lead hand. He's going to have to be cautious here as he comes wading forward. Sadiki, Tafuma's got a few big shots in his locker. He's going to have to be cautious as he tucks up, close in at range, back down to the body. Couple of wild swings from Tafuma.
Yeah, they're going 1 for 1 here, going back and forth. Got to stay switched on here.
Both throwing at the same time as well, Marcel. Got to just be smart about his work here, Sadiki, because you do feel he's done enough here, more than done enough in the opening 3, so he doesn't want to let that work go to waste.
Yeah, definitely needs to be smart here. It's turning into a bit of a war this final round.
Yeah, he kept it at range in the first 3 rounds. He's up close now and allowing Tafuma to throw back, and he's landing cleanly.
Yeah, I think he needs to give himself some space. Give himself some space and try and find the shot, pick his shots rather than planting his feet here.
Needs to go back at range. Sometimes he's leaning over that front foot, Siddiqui, leaves himself wide open. Got to be a little bit more astute defensively, but good work from both boxers in this final round. What an opening bout we've got here at the Liverpool Olympia. Live on Fight Zone. We go live on DAZN from 7:30. What a cracker we've had to open tonight's proceedings.
Yeah, I think that's a valuable experience there for Safi. Comfortable the first 3 rounds, and now this final round has burst into action.
Yeah, Takfuma's really dragged him into a brawl here. He's got to be careful as he leans over that front foot, finds himself falling through the ropes. Takfuma just waiting for the openings, drawing him on, and then loading up. Good work again from Siddiqui though.
Yeah, both fighters really digging some shots in now.
He's certainly been the fighter coming forward, applying the pressure. Siddiqui, perhaps that's what the ref will be looking at. Good work defensively off the ropes from Takfuma again. A great finish to a brilliant opening bout. Both boxers putting on a great show for our opening bout of the evening.
A good first fight of the evening now. Burst into action right at the end. The final round was full of action. Absolutely
a great one for the crowd and a taster of what's to come. We've got some top local talent on here, prospects building up their careers, and this is the time to get behind them. And then of course top of the bill, Conor Butler and Jay Harris still to come. Commonwealth, British and European titles on the line. Really busy fight this from both fighters. It was almost non-stop action, Marcel.
Yeah, it was. I thought the first 3 rounds were quite comfortable for Safi, who was just picking the shots.
Right, well it looks like we're ready for the decision. Let's go to our MC, Robert Blundell.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers. After 4 rounds of action, we go to Jamie Kirkpatrick's scorecard, which reads 39 points to 37 in favour of your winner from Liverpool, Safi Siddiqui.
39-37, Marcel.
Yeah, that's how I seen it myself.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, it was comfortable the first 3 rounds, and then it turned into a bit of a back and forth war in the final round, and I think that probably cost them that last round.
Well, he looks happy enough. There's Wayne Smith with him, and as I said, he's had quite an incredible journey, Siddiqui, to say the least. The Afghan assassin making his way over from Afghanistan through several countries to make his way to the UK, all in the name of pursuing his dream of being a boxer. His Olympic dream wasn't to be. Had some good amateur pedigree, 3 times Greek national champion, found his way to the Golden Gloves gym in Liverpool under the tutelage of Wayne Smith.
Yeah.
And really well received by the crowd here, got us off to a blistering start. Congratulations to Safi Siddiqui. With plenty on the way, we go live on DAZN from 7:30. Don't go anywhere.